Hot and humid night on a Saturday in Atlanta for game 2 of this set. Strider to Altuve to get us underway, and a 99-mile-an-hour fastball just misses outside. A lot of rain earlier today, but forecast looks all right. Altuve squares one up, sends it to deep right center field, but playable for Michael Harris, and he's there for out number 1. Pandemic still got drafted in the 4th round. And he gets Gurriel waving at one on the off-speed delivery upstairs. 2 up and 2 down here in the 1st. Kyle Tucker will come to the plate.
Back upstairs with a fastball. There you go.
Beat him with 100. Back-to-back strikeouts to close out. A 1-2-3 first for Spencer Strider. Acuna will lead things off against Javier and take ball 1. On it. A payoff. On the inside corner against Acuna, and he is frozen. Couldn't pull the trigger, and it's 1 away in the 1st.
2 opposite bodies to do it either.
Much like yourself and myself sitting together tonight. A pair of 1-2-3 innings featuring a pair of strikeouts for both Strider and Javier. We're off to the 2nd and scoreless in Atlanta. Home with a 2-2 on Mancini. That time he switches it up. Got the off speed to get the strikeout.
The style of hitting that has been taught.
Check swing, appeal down to first. He went around, says Clint Vondrack. And that is yet again back-to-back strikeouts to close out a frame. New York Mets, they beat Jacob deGrom on Thursday. Rosario flares one into right field for the first base runner of the game on either side.
And that's coming off the heels of losing 4 out of 5 when they went into New York. So
in the air to left, McCormick ranging back to the track. It's playable, and that'll retire the side. Rosario, the first base runner, he is left stranded, and we played 2 in Atlanta. 2 pitch, and there is a swing and a miss. Another strikeout, 9 up and 9 down against Strider with 5 Ks the first time through the Houston order.
This is going to be here. It's a fun place to play.
Down goes Grossman on strikes, 2 away.
You think it becomes a win-win for everybody, and look, the Atlanta Braves may or may not have been able to do this.
It was signed a couple of years back. 2-2 pitch, and Acuna sends it to center field. Myers was playing in, has to trail back to the track, and he's there right near the wall to end the 3rd inning.
Getting hurt, so I kind of look at it as kind of resetting the system after my starts and in between, and getting myself as locked in as I can for the next start.
Well, Justin, we really appreciate not only the time but the insight. There's another 2-2 to Tucker. A little tapper to the left side with that shift on. Strider trying to be athletic, and for the first time tonight, the Astros able to get to Strider. It wasn't the hardest contact by any means, but it is the first base runner and hit. Here's Bregman. And he swings at the first offering, sending it deep to right. Acuna still ranging back, and he's got it at the track. To the Kennesaw, Georgia native. Grew up a Brave fan, Swanson. That one off the plate, and he is aboard with just the 2nd Atlanta base runner. Runner goes, Swanson takes off, and the pitch is low. Swanson will lift the bag. His 16th stolen base this season for a solid base stealing team in Atlanta. 1-2 delivery. On the ground to the left side. Tough hop, eats up Pena. Looked like he was going to almost have a shot and getting a throw off to first base, but that tough hop. First real threat of the night, a 1-2. Rosario goes down swinging. Foul tipped into the glove of Vasquez, and Christian Javier works out of the jam in the 4th. Still scoreless to inning number 5.
In any count, and yeah, so that's kind of been the big thing for me.
You going to steal this guy's slider at any point? What Strider's doing this evening, his 7th K. How are you feeling watching him right now? Very easily. That's almost never the case, especially in sports, especially with athletes developing. In the air to right, Pena well struck. Back to the track goes Acuna to the wall, and it is gone. Finally, a team strikes. It's the Astros first in the 5th, and it's Pena with his 16th career home run. 1-0 Astros.
And see, that's going to happen from time to time. Pena used the velocity of Strider, did not try to pull the ball, and got the ball to carry just over the wall. This is a fastball that kind of leaks in the middle. You see the swing, and that power from that young man was generated by the power of Strider.
So as we talked about, Strider's now given up 6 home.
He's on. He's going to have his way. If he's not, the hitters are going to have their way.
And Strider loses McCormick here. He got behind early in the count, worked back to even, but it's a 2-out walk. So Myers just takes 4 pitches. He has a second consecutive walk issued by Strider, trying to get out of a jam. And he does by fanning Altuve. A key strikeout by Strider to get out of the frame, but not before Jeremy Pena. Keedy and Garcia, they could be guys who end up piggybacking. Grissom unloads on one, sending it deep to left field. Back and gone! How about the youth movement in Atlanta tonight? Pena for Houston. Now it's Grissom for Atlanta. 1-1 in the 5th.
Well, another 2-strike hit for this young man that is absolutely impressing everybody here and showing he belongs. 3-2 pitch that leaks back over the plate. See how he got his hands right to the barrel of the bat that allowed him to keep it fair, pull the ball down the line.
That was a great piece of hitting by the youngster Grissom. He's been on the shelf for a long time. Albies has been hurt. Harris goes down though on a breaking ball. Good pitch by Javier. Jenny Taft's in the studio. She's got a game break for us. What you got, JT? The Cardinals if they win tonight. Way out in front, Grossman. He goes down swinging on another breaking ball. Career. Man, that breaking ball looked very sharp, whether it was the curve or the slider. Gets all 3 strikeouts in that inning on the breaking ball, but all 3 came after the hands of Vaughn Grissom came in close. Like Trout when he became a father and went off on a ridiculous streak. That's what Alex Bregman's August has been like as he knocks another single. This one with 2 outs. And he continues his excellent month. Ken Rosenthal right after his family just had their first child. 2-2 delivery on the way. And he gets Mancini. Another strikeout, his 9th of the night.
Tough to lay off of it.
There he goes off speed and gets another strikeout. Boy, this has been really fun to watch. Pena goes down swinging, 2 away in the 7th. Jenny Taft has a game break for us. This is going to sound very similar to the last one, Jay. Step closer to 700. Here's McCormick. To the right side for a good defender in Olsen. Yates covering, hustling is McCormick. He's got speed. But Yates goes 1-2-3 in the 7th. It is
to have a bad year.
Bouncer back to the mound. Nice extension by Abreu for out number 2. July, we'll see if Grissom maybe has a shot at it here in August. With a stroke like that, maybe he's got a shot. That was hard hit past the diving Altuve. Grissom with a big turnaround first, but he'll hold on for a 2-out single. That ball gets away, but he will stay at first base. And the go-ahead run is aboard with 2 outs in the 7th for Atlanta. Harris pulled to Altuve, and that'll retire the side. The number 1 bullpen in Major League Baseball belongs to the Astros.
They're going to go away.
And he got him swinging.
That pitch right there. Minter hadn't had that pitch. He was primarily.
Reaches out, pokes it into shallow center. Swanson and Grissom are out. Grissom's got it. It's 6 up and 6 down from the Atlanta bullpen. And he'll take a 4-pitch walk. Boy, Montero's control not there. And the leadoff man and go-ahead run is aboard in the 8th for Atlanta. Runner goes again. And it's inside, back-to-back walks to start the 8th for Montero. That's Swanson to pop out. Now a 1-2 to Riley. On the ground to short. Pena. Altuve to first. Inning over. Montero gets out of a huge jam. And this game is still tied at 1 to the 9th. 0-2 to Tucker. And that's exactly why Minter is still in the game. He gets Tucker on 3 pitches, a couple of them tailing away. And that'll do it for Minter, who goes 4 up and 4 down. He's had that type of season. Ooh, inside on Bregman. 2-2 pitch. Way outside. I mean, way out there. And Mancini with a rough night, his third strikeout. 3 with a couple of strikeouts tonight. Hard hit ball back up the middle into center field. Bregman takes a turn, but Harris gets to it quickly, holding Bregman at second. A single for Vasquez, his first hit of the game. On the ground to short. Should do it. The flip from Swanson to Grissom. To the bottom of the 9th we go. On the ground, Pena, the shortstop in the shift, has it, and fitting for a game that has been so excellently pitched tonight. Hard hit through the left side. Pena had to wait to see if there was any opportunity for a defender to get to it. He'll take the bag to third, and it's a single for McCormick to begin the frame.
Right, and then you find yourself not getting that run.
Hard hit to short past Swanson. That'll give the Astros the extra inning lead as Pena comes in and scores the second Houston run of the night. On to second base goes McCormick, and Myers drives in his 14th of the year. 1-2. Altuve goes down swinging, an 0 for 5 night with 3 strikeouts for Altuve. On the ground towards third. It's a fair ball past Riley. Off the sidewall. McCormick will score. Myers into third, and Yuli Gurriel delivers to extend the Astros lead in the 10th. Struggled in the lefty-lefty matchup in the 9th. This time he makes contact, hits it to second. Grissom comes home. The tag applied in time by Contreras. They get Myers for a key second out. Lead of Bregman. Got him. That'll retire the side, but 2 runs across for Houston. The tying run will be at the plate for Atlanta. In the air to right. Racing over Tucker. That's going to get to the gap and one hop the wall to score Heredia. Michael Harris has an RBI double, and he's the tying run in scoring position in the 10th for Atlanta. A 2-2 to Grossman. Pulled to the right side and through. Here comes Harris, and Robbie Grossman has tied this game in the 10th. 1-2. Acuna waves through. Neris with a clutch K for the second out of the 10th. Goes after the first pitch. Sends it to center. Myers is there. On to the 11th we go. Makes contact here and breaks his bat, but that's going to move the runner over to third as Riley makes the play to retire Mancini. Bregman takes third base.
Yeah, great base running.
A payoff pitch to Vasquez, and a breaking ball dives out of the zone. Contreras dove to save it, and it's a walk. 0-2 to Pena. Chopper off the plate. This could score the run. Riley charging in, bare hands and throws. Gets the play at first base for the second out. But the run comes home in Bregman, and the Astros take a 4-3 lead here in the 11th.
Obvious swings.
McCormick goes down swinging. Stevens gets out of it, but the unearned run. Payoff pitch is ball 4. Check swing, roller to the left side. Nobody's there. Swanson's going to come around to score and tie the game. And Olsen's going to end up at second after all of that. First base was open, and sure enough, they end up putting him at first base to load him up for d'Arnaud. Bouncing ball right side, and Travis d'Arnaud comes off the bench for a comeback Braves win against the Astros.
Well, I hope this extra innings, for those people who don't like it, change their mind, because there's a lot more action. We're on our second.
We had two runs through 9 innings, and we end up with 7 runs in the final 2 innings of this ball game in what was a back and forth thriller, ended off the bench by Travis d'Arnaud.
Yeah, and it ended with 2 exit velocities that couldn't add up to Pena's exit velocity. But that's the beauty of this game. Hit them where they're not, get it in play, put pressure on the defense. These are two great teams. Could very well meet again. Who knows? But at least for tomorrow, the Braves have a chance to end this unbelievable 7 games against the Mets and Houston Astros.
The Braves have now won 11 of their last 12, a couple of weeks after dropping 4 of 5 against their division rival. And they're able to gain